So yeah, these are my most insane creations of 2025. Hope you guys enjoy. Ana is pretty old, so it doesn't make sense for her to be moving around on her own. She now requires a teammate to push her around in her wheelchair. Logging into Overwatch during Pride Month turned me gay, so I'll be giving Overwatch heroes gay abilities. Moira has a rainbow beam that heals gay people but burns straight people alive.
Your favorite heroes are about to get a whole lot more heroic. Think of them as hero-specific bonuses that level up your gameplay and not just your hero. This means you can customize how you play in a match like never before. It's like giving your favorite heroes a little extra oomph. Overwatch 2 is about to evolve in a way you've never seen before.
This is the time known as the Great Pirate Era.
Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
Lifeweaver can now water the ground to grow a baby Winston. He can also grow multiple baby Winstons so that he can build a Winston skateboard. Bastion's new perk gives him a few more barrels to shoot from in his reconfigure form. In the next patch, Moira's damage orb is now a damaged caterpillar, and these caterpillars have sentience and will seek out other damaged caterpillars to mate with. After eating the father caterpillar alive, the mother caterpillar will lay its eggs to give birth to zenyatas, because that's where zenyatas come from. I need to get back to my team quick. It's a good thing I have that item equipped, Winston card. So Blizzard just had to make it weird and make Juno's new ultimate. Just see it for yourself. Ash and Bob got divorced, so Ash now keeps Reinhardt on a chain so she can have a pet that'll never leave her. Here is a serious punch. I can't get over how beautiful this looks. D.Va is now the mech. She can even fly like her mech. And then when she dies, the tiny mech spawns. And then an even tinier gamer girl. New visuals have been added to Moira's orbs so that new players can understand the difference. I made Ana be able to ride slept enemies like a skateboard. She can also use them to fly in the air like it's a hoverboard and jump off of them to get to high ground. You won't believe Sigma's new ultimate. It's called Tactical Torsion. He can mind control wrecking balls at his will and explode them. The next tank being added to Overwatch is a raging black hole. He can suck everyone so hard that they die. He can also shoot a jet plasma beam. I made Brigitte able to bonk enemies and put them in a cage so that she could carry them away. And she could do this to as many enemies as she wants, just collecting more and more victims. Then she could beat and torture them all she wants, like the sick freak she is. Is your Moira feeding again? Introducing the Moira dog leash. Where do you think you're going? No, get back here. Come on, we're going this way. Come on, girl. Come on. Kiriko just has way too many skins, so I just removed her skin.
Stop the payload.
This doesn't really do anything to nerf or buff her. It's kind of just more of a buff for all the other heroes, and the game can finally heal. Oh, this Junkrat bot does not like that though, he's terrified. Mercy can now chain up her teammates and bring them wherever she wants.
Helden sterben nicht.
And they cannot be unchained unless the Mercy undoes it. Zarya's beam can now charge to 500%. I gave Junker Queen the power to cut people in half, literally splitting their stats into two separate beings, making it so you can kill them one at a time. I made Wooyong able to ride on the water. You know, why can't he just straight up walk on it? That'd be pretty cool too. Have you ever wanted to become a worm as Orisa? They don't know. They don't know I'm stalling point. They don't see me. Surprise, motherfucker! The devs say they do not know what causes the Reinhardt sleep dart glitch, and they say you'll likely be able to play Rein again, maybe by next year. Doomfist's new passive is called Oiled Up. It allows him to slide around on his grease and make enemies slip on it. He can also cover enemies in oil to slow them. Torbjorn can now knock people out with his hammer and bring them to his Torb cave. Then he can easily get a team kill with his ultimate. Wrecking Ball is now called Wrecking Balls, as his mech is made up of multiple balls, and he can run around and shoot missiles. Zenyatta's Discord Orb now makes enemies fall in love. It makes them sleep together and they start having babies. However, Zenyatta hates children. If Hammond meets another Hammond, they'll fall in love and combine their mechs. Also, since Moira is in the support role, I made it so she can heal. She can use a stream of healing or throw a healing orb. Genji's new ultimate forms a small black hole that he sends skyward to pull the ground and everybody into it, crushing his enemies and exploding it. Overwatch is gonna destroy Marvel Rivals with their next update, Lust and Love. You can now kiss your homies as well as cuddle and sleep with them. And if you keep trying, you can even have kids. Tracer can now ride the rainbow and pound her enemies with it. I made Mei into a real demon. You don't know where she'll be until it's too late. Winston is a wild animal. If he gets caught in the big city, unfortunately he has to be put down.
Sorry, Winston.
Sigma's new passive makes enemies freak out when seeing his feet. Widowmaker can now pick up Torbjorn and use him as a weapon. She can even shoot the Torb beam from him and squeeze out his molten core. Very cool. I made Reaper dummy thick, and if Soldier sees his plump cheeks, he'll let the dog out and have a heart attack. I made Moira's biotic orbs bouncy, so she could bounce around the map and even give them to her teammates, and they can bounce around and even knock into each other. So if both teams have Moira, this is how team fights are gonna look. Ah, it's beautiful. Baptiste needs more movement, so I gave him a hoverboard. He can ride around on it, and jump off of it and have it explode when it hits walls. Or when it hits enemies. Soldier 76 is the fastest hero in the game, so if he were lore accurate, he'd be fast enough just to run on the air. And if he could do that, he should be able to jump on the air as well. And why stop there? He should be able to stand on the air. And do some push-ups, pushing off of the air. So I made Marvel Rivals characters in Overwatch. Armed and dangerous! Again! Then I made Hawkeye, which is already similar to Hanzo, and his ultimate that lets him shoot faster and shoot the after images of his enemies. Then I obviously had to use Genji to make Psylocke, and her dashes that give her butterfly wings. And I think the ultimate turned out pretty well as well.
Do you
So I gave Bastion a big butt. I even gave him a big butt on his chest. He even has little hamsters that live in his cheeks. Very cute. Last time I checked, that is not in Marvel Rivals. Bastion can't attack. However, he can become Car. You can pick up allies and drop them off and cause some havoc. Overwatch 1 didn't release with the Custom Game Workshop, but we have it now. So, instead of 6 turrets, I gave Symmetra 60.
Better get going. Silverwood Studios people are patient.
So, I decided to put 60 Symmetra turrets on one basketball. I'm really excited to see what this bad boy can do. Okay, I have to make it again. Holy sh! Like, look at that health bar. I made Cassidy's Fan the Hammer into a shotgun, and it looks awesome.
That's a wrap.
So I slightly buffed him even more. I ran out of mousepad there. This would be great for Stadium. Since Blizzard can't decide on a Sombra rework, I'm doing it myself. Sombra Hack now turns enemies into fidget spinners. You can also give them a whack to send them floating away. And of course it works with EMP as well.
Apagando las luces. No.
I made it so you can shoot these out whenever too. I made Maga much more fun. His cage now does this, I guess. Which isn't really a buff because, I mean, how's he gonna hit any of them? How about we just make it rain as an ability? You're probably thinking, hey, that looks broken. Well, all you have to do is take cover. Stupid. People complain about Junkrat spam, but it can always be worse. To make Hazard lore accurate, I made him actually freaky. He can also now release a toxic gas that paralyzes enemies and allies. Lifeweaver's Life Grip now makes them kiss.
Don't feel bad. I don't.
Also, here's some bonus Blender clips that I made. Kiriko can now transform into a bike so that her teammates can get to point faster. Hanzo can now turn into a helicopter. He was awake late at night playing his Nintendo Wii, making a lot of noise. When he finally beat the game, he screamed so loud that his hair flew off. And the screaming woke up Daddy, so he got punished. I'm sorry for that last one. But anyway, let me know what your favorite creation of mine is. And I wish you guys all a good 2026. Thanks for watching.